Oh, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. So we're going to take a little break from the Oldsmobile, kind of work on the bug. It's getting close to being done. Let's clean that camera a little. Alright, let's get this stuff out. Give me a second, guys. Let's get this out. Alright, I'll get that out of the way. Bug's just getting super close to being done, so figured I'd just work on it a little bit, see if we can get this thing done. How's everyone out there doing? I should say who's out there. What's up, B? Welcome to the live stream. Full throttle welcome, buddy. It's the same rags. Ron, welcome, buddy. Microfiber rags are the best. I use them as soon as paint starts getting laid out to protect my parts. Hold on, guys. It's gonna get bright for a second. A lot of work for a little piece of chrome. fan either. Yeah, neither am I. Give you a car race and you'll be happy. Never been a football person, even childhood or anything. You know. What's your guys' opinion on bare metal foil? Do you like it? Do you hate it? I need a drink after. The new stuff I really like, and that dash is looking great. I think this has to be my favorite part of doing any model. I actually really enjoy doing bare metal foil. There she is. Bare metal foiled up. My little one. What advice do I have? You guys asking for a lesson on bare metal foil? I'm getting close to this build being done. If you guys want a lesson in bare metal foil, I'll be happy. Give you some pointers. No vice, it's on the foiler. You know, bare metal foil isn't bad. Some pretty simple tricks and tips that I've got to learn from some pretty amazing builders. Hey John, welcome buddy. Haven't seen you around for a while. Amazing how that panel liner just flows right into all the cracks. What a waste of time. Hate shows like that. The one that comes around here that I don't enjoy going to, but that's for other reasons and the people that put it on. There you are. Let's see. Gray. What's this color? Natural gray. 4 vendors. Oh jeez. Let's find a color I like. Let's go this one. 4 vendors. That kind of sucks. Let's go. I have just some white. Well, we'll go this color. Did you buy anything? Probably not. Well, the same color as what the interior is. Mostly military kits. My stash is pitiful. It's not very impressive, to say the least. Let's not do that. I'm not much of a stash person. I usually just buy and build. How's the back of my hand look? Always grabs the pricey kits. Drill the small pinhole. We're going to what I do with my tweezers. Let's see. Good grief, this freaking stuff is thick. Let's put a couple keys on the key ring. All these parts are hard to see. Photo etch stuff. This stuff is so freaking thick. Tabletop, welcome, buddy. Sorry, Didn't see you. Midwest Customs, welcome, buddy. Cool custom builds. Ahead of me, John. I only from 250. Yeah, I think I got about 4 in my stash. And a bunch more that are just freaking parts. There you are. Let's see. You see some of those pictures of people's stashes like on Facebook and stuff, and it's just outrageous. I think some of them could fill my entire room. $2,000 kits plus. That's crazy. Anyone know? There's some guys that are 3D printing those style headers. Let's see. Midwest, what motor are you looking for? Or what motor are you putting them on? So your S10 build. What motor is in that? Let's see. So that would be like a 350. Are you having that one? Yeah, 350. Let's see. I know this guy has some, but I don't know. Let's see. Bookmarks. I've got two people in mind I think might have them for you as soon as they load. Engine. So he has, I don't know. Yeah, that kind of what you're looking for? Exactly. This is on, it's 3D printed on shake waves. He's also on, come on. So that's who it is. And he is also on Instagram. I need to get a set from him myself, so that's the reason I know of him. Yep. So there you go. That is who has them. Car keys. Get off my finger. And that was under his 125th engine shop for those headers. Depending on the parts, and depending on the scale. The guy that very first helped me with any 3D parts, he does a lot more 8 scale parts. Some of his stuff runs pretty damn expensive. But his quality, you can't beat his quality. It's unbelievable. And I kind of like 3D printed parts a little better myself, but alright, let's grab one of these keys. This one. Looks like I lost a key. I have a couple times. My semi build has 3D printed parts. My almost every single one of my builds has a 3D printed part some way or another. Even this bug, there's a 3D printed part. Little dangling keychain. Yeah, less clean up for sure. These air filters, like a K&N style air filter, that will be on the back of this bug. Is a 3D printed part. Air filter, she sits right there for the intake of the turbo and everything. Let's see, the bug has it. My World War II Jeep, the bonds on it are 3D printed. Intakes on the 50 Ford are 3D printed. So there's a couple of parts. Alright, there's the dash all finished with dangling key chain. Now we need to get this other seat belt, or other seat going, I should say. Resin parts aren't bad, but they have a lot of cleanup if you don't get the right guy that does them. Too small for me. You know what's funny here? These keys are actually pretty big compared to like these GSL ones. They're an actual like 1/24 scale key. There's no way in hell I could do those. But this was the first time trying it for me. I'm pretty happy with that. Like I said, they are a little big, but that's all right. I'm not going for perfection here. Let's see, I need to get this off. I don't remember how I did this last time. You guys never really said if you wanted a lesson on bare metal foil. Something you struggle with. Alright. So, we will grab. Let's see, what bodies do I have laying around? Yeah. play with a Cadillac body here for the rest of the time. So, what do we have? What is chrome on these? We'll concentrate on this kind of window piece. So, let's see if I can slide this up a little. Bare metal foil. You know, it's roughly from about there to there. About there. I always kind of cut it roughly to about the size I need. Always a little bigger. You know, it's about yay tall. So first things first. Brand new number 11 razor blade will make a world of difference if it's brand new. Well, be a good lesson for you. So, just going to drop it on here. I'm not going to put any pressure. I use two different Q-tips. These are the Tamiya real small ones. They're really kind of hard, and then just regular Q-tips. First, I'll just kind of find everything with this. Get it figured out. So now I'm pushing a little bit of pressure to get this outline and to actually get it stuck. I guess I should show you guys. So now that we have it kind of roughed in, so you can see all your lines, everything, take this, we're going to run down those body lines. Make sure we're pushing into that groove where that piece of trim sits. So I only usually do one side at a time, so I can follow. Keep looking at this side, making sure I'm getting all those lines in. So we have chrome running there. When I run this on the inside, I usually just rough cut this out. Now we can take this, fold it around that door. Now we can fold it there. We can take this, Run it around. Now this is going to come back. So when it actually comes to cutting, just take the very tip of that X-Acto knife, and we're going to run, so your trim, you know, it rolls into the body. So we're going to make it so it kind of runs into the body of where we take our knife. You know, depending if you cut it this way or if you cut it this way, you're going to get a different result. So I'm actually going to cut this at kind of 45 where that trim is. Not putting a lot of pressure. I'm letting the weight of the knife more or less run along that trim line. So we'll run it back. On that same angle. So it runs. Runs here. And runs down that side. Take it, pull all this excess off. Kind of go back over this here. Kind of burnish that back into the paint itself, and you're actually kind of polishing it at the same time. So we have a piece of window trim that runs in here. And since this here is all chrome, you want to make sure you get in these lines really well, each one of them, and push that bare metal foil into those grooves. So now you can see all those lines and everything that are in that window really kind of pop out. On the back side, you just take your knife, cut the excess off. I can't remember. I'd have to look up at pictures if it has that chrome running down there or not. But if you do, same thing. Usually you're on top of your paint, so you don't want to push real hard and cut into that paint. So there you go. Kind of some tips. Really sharp blade. Just take your time. You can also use the Q-tip real softly. Bare metal foil is really fragile. To kind of go in these lines and crisp them up a little nicer. This is on my list of videos to do on how to do bare metal foil, because it is tricky. Other tricks you can do before you even paint your body or anything, take these lines in the back of a brand new knife where you're going to do bare metal foil and kind of scrape them out a little, especially in like trunk lines and stuff. It'll really make a difference. Some of the bodies, it's really hard to follow that line. I've seen videos out there of people making a jig that kind of follows and runs. But you got to be super, super careful. And what that does is that kind of gives you a guideline, you know, for your knife when you're cutting bare metal foil to follow. And it also kind of rolls the bare metal foil into that groove. So it looks, you know, not sitting right on top of the paint, but it looks like it's actually kind of attached to the metal. And I know that was probably kind of hard to see on a white body. But you can see how crisp that line is. But just taking your time and letting the weight of the blade. You can always come back with a brand new one of these. Kind of burnish that edge back into the paint and the body and everything. You know, like these where it's got a real definite line, those are really easy to follow. It's like these ones that are up here that are almost the same as the body is. That makes it a little difficult. But just like anything in this hobby, it takes time, it takes practice. Alright, so let's see here. So that is hiding. No, that's on top. Get back here. Roger, welcome, buddy. Kind of catching the end of the stream. Tried. Works great, huh? I've just never liked the finished product of embossing powder. I think it's a little too kind of thin. But that's my opinion. That in there, that's I believe it's Scale Finishes flocking powder. Yeah, 1 ounce of it, or ½ ounce. So this. I think it all comes down to how you, or what you use for your substrate before you put your powder on. Me, myself, I just use straight black paint and a, where in the heck is that? Let me get this through and I'll find it. Oh, you two-toning. Oh, sorry about that, guys. So I enjoy flocking. Like I said, I use just straight black paint or whatever color matches really close to it. Then I use this that is for tea that I got at Good Earth. And all you have to do is just sit there and tap into that wet paint. It feathers in there really, really nicely. How did that trick work for you, John? I know we're a little over our hour mark, but that's all right. There's one seatbelt. The other half of the seatbelt. Except for it fell. Worked great. Awesome. I mean, there's 100 different tricks out there of doing it. That's just what works for me. Mike, welcome, bud. You're a little late to the stream. But there's, 100 different ways. Lots of people do it different, so. But guys, that's going to be it. We're a little over our hour mark. That's how these live streams go. But you ever need help or something on stuff like that, like I just showed you bare metal foil, more happy to help you guys out. I got a lot of videos written down. I just don't have the time. So, but till next time, guys, next Sunday, I'm out of here. Guys, go enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a good one, everyone.